Hello, today I would like to put together slab rolling and working on the wheel. Now I haven't worked on the wheel in many years, so it's going to be interesting. I'm going to be making one of these cute little dishes. There's a little stamp in it. So the first thing you do is roll out your clay and then stamp it. And stamp it right in the center. I'm using this one. It's a little mushroom. You can hardly see. It's a little mushroom. And I'm using what GR Pottery Forms calls their wah system. It's made up of this wood piece that goes on the wheel that you see here, and it clips right over your pins on your wheel. And then you have the centerpiece that has a little nut in the middle there. You put that in the middle. It comes with two. You only need one for this plate that we're doing today. You put that right in the middle, and then you take your form, that is your dish, and you put it right over the nut, and you're all set and ready to go. Now, that clay that we had has our stamp on it, as you can see. And the stamp is going to be centered over our dish. I'm going to put that over, and then just kind of lift it up and place it where it needs to be. Okay, just like that. The next step is to take your hands and bring the clay to the form. Just like that. All the little imperfections that you see, that happens sometimes when you're rolling out your clay. I'm just going to compress it and make it disappear just like that. Now, the next tools we're going to use are ribs. Now, I have a little addiction to ribs. I have many. This wooden one, this plain wooden one that many beginners start with, is excellent. One of my go-tos. And then I have this one that has been 3D printed, which is nice too. It's pretty stiff and it covers a nice big swatch. So let's start with the old tried and true. I'm going to start the wheel kind of slow, and I'm compressing the clay. Gently holding it down. Don't worry about that stamp. Now, when you're doing this, your clay does not need to be very wet. When you're throwing regular on the wheel, you want to make sure that your clay has a certain moisture to it. This would be a little drier. So if you need to add water, I like to use a spray bottle because you're not putting too much on it like you do when you normally use the wheel. So let that sink in a little bit. I'm going to go to the side. Using the same tool, I'm just compressing the clay, smoothing out the edges. Now I'm going to take my sponge, get it a little damp. I don't want it wet, just damp. I'm going to do the same thing. Come up to the top. Just go at the speed you feel comfortable. I have a little dent here. I'm just going to smooth it away. You see this little dent right here? I'm just going to take a small piece of clay and put it right there. See if we can fill that in. And it disappeared. Now, when you like the way the edge of your dish looks, we're going to move on to the next step. I'm going to put a foot on the bottom of my plate. I think this one's big enough that you're going to want to have one to make it a little more supported. So there's a couple ways you can do it. You can use a corn cob holder and just bring it around. Cut some of your clay off. I'm going to put it pretty much right on the edge of my plate. And it doesn't have to be perfect. We're going to center it later. We're going to overlap it and take a needle tool, not a noodle, a needle tool, and overlap it and just kind of cut where it's double and bring the two together. You're going to blend them together. I'm cutting it at an angle so that they fit together nicely. And again, blend those together. The beauty of using this system is the ease of switching from one to another. You get this done quickly, and then you can move on to another one, leaving this wood piece on. So that's what we're going to try to do today. We'll see how it goes for us. All right, let's get this foot on the bottom here. I'm going to start by gently pressing down. I'm not going too fast. I'm compressing it. Use my finger. Looking pretty good. I'm going to go a little bit faster. Again, compressing that down so those two pieces are connected. The next thing I'm going to do is take a sculpting tool, and I'm just going to run it around the edge and the side to make sure that it's connected. Do the same thing inside. Nice and easy. I'm going to use my sponge again. Compressing that top. And when you like the way it looks, that part's finished. The next thing we're going to do is take this excess clay off. Put my needle tool down. Slip it off to the edge and pull the excess clay off. And we're going to take that sponge, clean up that edge. You can also clean the rest of the side again, just to make sure. Kind of chase my sponge around a little bit there, just to make sure it's nice and even still. Make sure you don't have any excess at that lip. And one of the most important parts is you're going to want to sign your piece or stamp it. I'm doing my little signature. Now, you have it on this wonderful system. How do you get it off? Well, it's kind of fun actually. You lift the whole thing up. You take your hand underneath. And remember that centerpiece? It pops right out. And once you have your piece off the system, I leave the extra wood piece on and I put it right in my drying area. You don't need to do anything more with it. You can actually just leave the piece right on for a while because it will automatically shrink and move up the form. So you don't have to worry too much. I put mine in my on my drying shelf, and then I put a light piece of plastic over it just so it doesn't dry too quickly. I personally do not like to clean the piece afterwards. It is ready for me to go. Sometimes when I take it off the form, I might get some fingernails or something in it, or maybe there's a little mark from the wood that I take out. And I just clean that up a little bit with a sponge or a little cleaning tool, but that's basically all you need to do. It's pretty much ready to go. And you're ready to go again. Make sure your wood form is on first, just like that. And then you're going to get your next piece, put it back on, and get ready to go, just like that. So you can almost do an assembly line if you have your pieces set up and ready to go. Well, that's it for today. I hope you found it useful, interesting, and there are other things we will be bringing to you. If there's an idea that you would like to share with us, we'd be willing to hear it in the comments. And if you would like to like, subscribe, and comment, we appreciate it. Thank you for watching.